YouTube, today's video, we're going to be talking about the Boston Celtics. We all know they're now up 2-0 versus the Pacers. We all thought this was either going to be a sweep or Celtics winning 5. Now that Tyrese Halliburton might be out, of course, it's definitely looking like a sweep. So, Boston in 4. Now, I want to talk about some of the players on Boston. First, especially Jaylen Brown. The game from yesterday was amazing. 40 points. He shot almost 50. He basically shot 52% from the field. Like, this man was elite, getting to the basket, pulling up from mid-range, shooting threes. Jaylen Brown is one of the best players in transition that I ever seen before. He always just gets to the basket. Whenever a rebound is somebody gets a rebound, he's just always out on fast breaks, just scoring the basketball. Like, he's just too good at that. Another player I want to talk about from Boston is Derek White. Derek White has been amazing in these playoffs. The game from last night versus the Pacers, he had 23 points, shot 53% from the field on 8 of 15 attempts. Like, this man is elite. He's an elite level role player. I really don't know how the Celtics have this man on their team. It is literally Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. I don't know how this team is built. And I didn't even mention Porzingis because he's hurt, but they're still a good unit even without him. Now, before we get to the Pacers and how their season is going to end, I want to talk about Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, you are the best player on your team. I think it's time for you to start realizing that. I'm not going to lie, to be fair, no team in these playoffs so far has pushed you out to the limit to where you have to literally be the best player on your team. But there's sometimes where I'm looking at this game and I'm like, is Jason Tatum the best player on his team? Because in the playoffs, to me, it's been between Jaylen Brown and Derek White. And I'm starting to lean towards Jaylen Brown more. But Jason Tatum is still the best player on his team. He just doesn't do the like scoring-wise. He's shooting the ball bad. He takes terrible shots sometimes. It just looks like sometimes he doesn't know where to fit in when his other guys get going. Now, I won't lie. Sometimes he does have good games. I'm not going to say he's just been terrible throughout these whole playoffs. Because he also rebounds the ball. He's good. He's a good passer and playmaker. He improved from last year. But it's just the scoring that gets to me, the inconsistent games that he has scoring-wise. He just needs to be better in these playoffs, especially in the NBA Finals. Especially if you want that Finals MVP, you need to play like a Finals MVP. Now, the Pacers, with Tyrese Halliburton being out with this injury, I really don't see how you guys can manage to win any games in this series without your star player. But honestly, Siakam, in my opinion, has been the best player on that team. But Tyrese Halliburton is a big part of that offense, and he speeds the game up. He's just one of the better passer and playmakers in the game. He gets Siakam his mid-range shots, but I'm not going to lie, Siakam can get to his own mid-range shot. He has been very elite from the mid-range versus Boston. Just in the playoffs in general, he's been getting to that a lot. But I just don't see how this team could beat Boston without their star player. With that being said, like I said, Jason Tatum, all he does is needs to be better for his team in a scoring aspect. In game 2, in the first half, he had like 4 points, but he did pick it up in the second half, to be fair. I'm not going to say it was a terrible game. But throughout these playoffs, like I once said, he has been very terrible shooting the ball. He needs to just be better. Now, he has been good rebounding, passing, playmaking. He's been very good at that. But his main thing is being a scorer for his team, being one of the better scorers in the game, and he has not been that in these playoffs. Hopefully, in the finals, he goes out there and gives us what we know Jason Tatum is. Jason Tatum is an elite scorer. He can score the ball. Doesn't he hold the record for the most points in Game 7 history in the playoffs? Like, Jason Tatum is really that. So I need Jason Tatum to just be better, especially if you're going to go into the finals either facing Luka or Ant. You don't want those two guys outplaying you, so definitely. And this is your year to win it. If Boston does not win the championship this year, I don't know what to say. I really don't. Because his team cannot get any better than this. Jason Tatum's team cannot get any better than this. I don't care who you get. This is one of the best rosters he's been on. I think Porzingis might come back too. So especially if Porzingis comes back, there's no excuse in Jason Tatum. And the Boston Celtics have to get it done. But with that being said, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Get this video to 6 likes. I will drop another video. I'll probably drop a video after the Dallas and Timberwolves game. But yeah, 6 likes. I'm out. Love y'all.